Hello, I'm Anna the Nurse, and welcome to the Burnout book. Burnout can happen when you have repeated stressors and frustration in your life over a prolonged period of time, and you just get to a point where you're physically, mentally, and emotionally exhausted. Early on in my career as a nurse, I discovered that writing things down really would help remind me of the positive parts of my job. And so I started a physical burnout book. This is the original burnout book. There are some gems in here. Thank you cards, patient advice. I like to tell people I'm 5 years older than I really am. So then they tell me I look good for my age. So the goal of the Burnout Book website is to create a space that's going to promote community and provide resources and help nurses become more resilient. Because we can't get rid of stress. There are things in our lives that will stimulate the stress response regardless of what we do. So it's all about managing it. And I really want to focus on those controllable risk factors, those things that we have a direct influence over. So things like how we're treating our bodies, if we're getting enough sleep, if we're eating healthy, if we are exercising. Walter wanted to join me. Say hi, baby. Hi. Oh, thank you. Because there are absolutely 100% things that would affect our burnout on a daily basis, but we don't have a lot of control over them. So things like staffing, getting time off, your pay rate, having supportive leadership, your benefits that are provided, getting your breaks, communication with your physicians and your coworkers. I spent 2 years as a nurse manager, and I saw so many of my staff go through their own burnout experiences, and I went through one myself. I remember one day when I was at the hospital, I had to work as a manager during the day, go home and take a nap, come back and work the night shift because we didn't have a charge nurse. And then I had to stay the next day because I had meetings I couldn't miss. Burnout is sneaky. I didn't realize I was burnout in the moment, but looking back, I absolutely was burned out. So I am a nurse who is passionate about preventing and reducing burnout for you. And if you want more burnout material, check out my Instagram page. I have daily motivation and tips and education, just all sorts of things to help nurses who are having stress and burnout. I want you to become a nurse who is empowered and resilient. And that's what the Burnout book is for.